Bam! How's it going? It is I again, TJ, and today I am outside and I'm just chilling here. Yep, with rabbits, and you might be wondering what is going on. Well, I decided let me actually just do a little bit of education, and this is more around how to educate your kids about money. And I decided us to actually talk about this with the idea of one of my projects. Not really my project, but as the father of the house, I ended up having to be the owner of the project. So let me tell you a little bit of story about this project here and how it has come to be, so that it became the project about teaching money. It didn't start like that. So basically, I got one rabbit from a friend, and within that rabbit, I gave it to one of my little ones. I've got two little ones. One is 14 and another one is 7. And so when the bunnies came through, everybody loved the bunnies. Oh, little bunnies, oh, what. And because they were so small, right, we didn't know exactly where to put them. So we had to find a place. And somewhere along the line, I realized, hey, this is an opportunity of teaching. And these guys are so consumed with the rabbits. And let me start educating in a way that they may just be able to understand, because this is a point of interest for them. So instead of getting the one rabbit, I decided to ask the older one, who's 14, and I said to him, would you like a bunny? And he says, nah, he wouldn't like. Bunnies are not for him. And then eventually, a day after, he's like, yeah. And I called my friend. I'm like, yo, bruh, do you have some more bunnies? And she says, yes, I've got one more. Well, as it may, I went to get the bunny number 2, and as I got there, I actually went with my neighbor's little one. And when we got there, he was also like, oh, can I also get a bunny? So we ended up getting 3 bunnies. Started teaching a bit of responsibility in terms of them feeding their bunny. It's their bunnies, not mine, right? Then number 2, we started actually now going through to understand the bunnies themselves. What types of rabbits are there, in the world, and what types of rabbits these ones are. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so that you can see them. Let's come back to the kids. So now the kids are getting accustomed with the responsibility of waking up every day to come in and feed the bunnies and cleaning them. And I am not involved, right? Where I am involved is from a monitoring perspective. And I realized that, look, the 2 of them are now beginning to understand how to work with each other, which is point number 3, teamwork. So teamwork, very important here in our household. We like to do that. But I also realized that as we went along, they started sharing their own responsibilities. No, you're going to clean this week. Next week, I'm going to clean. And then I'm like, yay, high five, baby. We're doing a good thing from a parenting perspective. So it's not just about money, right? Now, you may have all the money in the world, but if you cannot work with other people, then making money is all about working with people. So the relationships is more important. And that's why we're drilling this right at a young age. Now, going forward, after we've bought this now, and now that the rabbits are being looked after, guess what happened? Well, they started mating. 2 of them are actually girls and 1 is a boy. The 2 girls, ladies, or whatever the female bunny is called, I don't know what it's called. I just recently learned that actually the little ones are called kittens, like the kids are also called kittens. Yeah, so they are also called kittens. So the kittens now, we have round about 8 of them. Yep, 8. I am hoping that all of them are going to survive. If they survive, at the end of this video, actually, I'm going to make it another video where I am going to be explaining my numbers from an investment perspective. And I know some of you are thinking now, TJ, we're going to make some millions. No, remember, this is about kids. So we're teaching our kids about money. right? So the first thing that we been talking about with our kids is that obviously the rabbits needs to eat. So for that reason, we need to spend some money to go and buy food, just like we buy food in the household, right? So that was point number one. Point number two is that we actually had to find shelter. And I then borrowed them some money. I became an investor. We started talking about that. To my big boy, I said to him, look, I am going to borrow this money to you so that you can go and buy this thing. And how much do you want? And he didn't care about how much he wanted, but he cared about what kind of a rabbit mansion he was going to get. And we went all out. And whilst we were there, I then said to him, look, I can give you whatever money that you want, but remember, you're going to have to pay me back. So the bigger that you're going to get and the more you're going to spend, it's going to take you a long time for you to pay me back. So at what point do you want to be making profit? At that time, it didn't make sense. He chose what he chose. Like many people out there, when we're doing investments, we just go out on a whim, right? We like that one. So I let him be. It's a moment of teaching. I am teaching my kids. His baby sister wasn't there when we were having this conversation, so which is great. You know, one will teach the other. And this is what I normally do. I said, one student, once they get it, they now need to go and teach someone else, like what I did. I got my education from the Robert Kiyosaki school called Legacy back in the days, and I'm teaching others how to do the same. Students teaching students. That's how you end poverty. But this time around, we are teaching our own kids, and hopefully the bigger one will be able to teach the baby one. But now that I've got 8 rabbits in here, what am I going to do? So number one, I can either sell them, and I did some investigations, how much I can sell them for. And yep, I didn't do the investigations on my own. I let the big brother go out there and investigate how much we can sell them. He came back to me and he says, look, Dad, we can sell these for about 100 Rand. And I said, really? Why would you say 100 Rand? And he says, well, I think that's what everyone can afford. And I said, it's not about that. Let us go in and understand from the time that we got the rabbits, which was around about 3-4 months ago at most, I think, to up until now, you bought a cage. So you invested money onto something, and this cage here, which is this thing here, is going to last you for maybe 2 years or 3 years. Let's just assume it's going to last you for 3 years, right? So that's number one. And then number two, you have been feeding the bunny with hay, with pellets, and you've been stealing some of my vegetables. I've been seeing you. So all of these now, your rabbits have been consuming this. So a bag is normally 100 Rand. So we're going to take 100 Rand for a bag, and a bag, I think we're on our second bag now, right? From the time that we bought the rabbits. No, my wife says 3. Okay, good. So it basically means that we spent 300 Rand on feeding the rabbits, and then now, boom, we now have kittens. So I said to him, look, dude, what if we sell the rabbits maybe for 200 Rand? Is it something that is cool? And now we've got 8 of them, and you can do the mathematics there to say 8 rabbits, and now if we had to sell them at 200 Rand, how much is that? And with the immediate rabbits, what is my return on investment? If I am to, this is just on the food alone, right? But remember, he needs to pay for this, the infrastructure, right? So I have given him on an interest rate of 10%. And he's a growing lad, so I needed to make it, a little bit, not too much. So I made it 10%. So I'm hoping that the journey of where we started off with these rabbits, you can see where we're starting off from. And in my next video, what I'm going to, before I show you what they look like, what I'm going to show you guys is the numbers, how I'm going to work the numbers, or how I've been working the numbers with my son to make sure that we've got a good return. Well, I will make sure that I get my money back. That's number one. And to also make sure that he is reaping the benefits of this. And above that, he's understanding how to make money. And it hasn't been one day. Some days he didn't want to talk about it. Some days I was ready and some days he wasn't ready. And some days he came to ask all the questions about, so do you think this is an asset? You know, the structure of it, because he's doing these things, it's cool. And I said, yeah, it is an asset, but what do you think? Is it a fixed asset? Is it a movable asset? You know, what do you think? And he says to me, well, it looks like it's movable because anyone can. I'm like, yeah, that's it. And this is the education as we've been going along, but it's not like hardcore. We're sitting down and we're like, this is what you need to learn. I've just figured out that it doesn't work like that. And above that, I think a lot of us as adults, we all complain, nobody taught us about money. You know, we in our household, we never heard about money. This is my simple way of starting to break that whole habit of my parents never taught me anything. And now I am documenting this now with my kids to say, look, I'm already starting to teach you this. So the money that's going to come is not coming to me. It's going to go to them into their bank accounts. They're going to pay me my 10% interest. Yeah. And they're going to start to already feel what it's like. For a lot of you, you're thinking that rabbits, you can make millions. That's not the idea. It is about kids learning the fundamentals of money. So we're starting with the small things, things that they are getting excited about, and things that they already understand. So at this junction, I am going to bring you a little bit closer so that you can understand or see what these babies look like. And on my next video, I will be able to show you guys the numbers that I've been working on to make sure that I get my money, they understand what it's all about. And it's very simplified. I hope that this has made sense. If it has made sense, at the bottom, you can subscribe so that you can get more videos like these ones. And if it's been helpful at all, you can also hit the notification but so that when we go live the next time, you are able to see such kind of videos. My name is TJ. Let me bring you a little bit closer to what this baby looks like. And I can be able to show you as well, not just from a showing, but tell you how much I've spent so far on this baby. That's the rabbits there. That is actually the daddy rabbit, the one in the ginger. And I think he's called Peter. No, Peter is actually the girl, the one who is in front on the right-hand side. The ginger one is, I called him Ginger. They decided to call him Earthly. And the one on the far left-hand side, that is the Emily. Yeah. Right, that's Emily. So this thing here kind of like opens from here. I'm gonna show you guys. You can see there's like small bunnies in there. Yeah, that small little one there. Can you see it? Let's open from here. So there you go there. Can you see? This thing's gonna, I'm afraid that it might just jump out, you know? So let's see. Right, that's the baby there. Can you see? No, go back. Hey, go back. Right, let's see from another angle. Right. This is the upside part of it. Very smelly. Yeah, very smelly in here. Right. And then, let's see in here, there's a rabbit, small ones. You can see there. There's the small ones there. Obviously, those are the big ones. I think you can also open from here. Where's the other small ones? Okay, all of them are here, so let's open here. Let's see. Oops, where did they go? Underground. Oh, wow. Okay, well, let's see. This is, oh no. Oh, they're sitting underneath there. I see. Okay, cool. I see them. Okay, there you go. There's lots of them. You know, they're hiding, so yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna do another video and then hopefully I'll be able to show you as they grow and see. Yeah, but basically I bought this thing. That's what it looks like. And this thing here, I bought it for about 3,000. That's how much we spent on it. And bringing it here, it was all kitted up. We didn't need to do anything at all. And the hay, it's kind of like free, right? And the rabbits, I got them for free. And now we've made, yeah, some kittens or small other bunnies, and now we're gonna sell those bunnies. And the owners of these rabbits, I'm basically teaching them about how to make money, the basics of it. It is I, TJ. We'll chat again soon.